That was loud. Ooh. Do you want to switch seats so that's not in your ear?
Yeah,
For sure. Let's see here. Thank you. What's that? Got it. Can I have that whole, all of it?
Fighter number 2, representing Costa Jiu-Jitsu, we have Fabrizio Silva.
Sorry. I have a lot of things. Is that phone yours? No. Check, check, check. No. You want me to talk too?
Oh, first match is up. Again, it's really delayed. It's really delayed. Our first matchup is Chris Cardona against Fabricio Silva.
All right, it looks like Chris Cardona's fighting out of the Open Mat Academy. He's been a martial artist since 1997, Taekwondo black belt, and also an experienced boxer.
And then for Fabricio Silva, this is his first tournament as a black belt. He's fighting out of Costa Jiu-Jitsu. He is the fight to win middleweight champion at brown belt.
Yeah, good stuff. If you guys want to follow either of these fighters on Instagram, Chris's is at Chris_Cardona_, and Fabricio's is at VF Fabricio.
There we go.
All right, so we're getting into leg entanglement here, and I believe all submissions are legal here.
Yeah, for black belts.
For black belts, yep, even in the gi. So heel hooks are available.
So we need Jonathan on deck and Mike Cruz.
Sorry guys, we're still getting everything set up real quick. And so yes, for black belts, all submissions are legal. Black belts and brown belts.
It's not me.
So if you wanted to, has that heel hook.
Doing a little bit of hand fighting or grip fighting here.
What I would recommend is just switching directions, putting his knee pressure to the left and actually getting him to go back. Would help a lot to changing the base up.
Yeah, it looks like top guys.
quick just because one of the fighters' coaches is not here yet. So their match is getting pushed to the end, and we're up next is Jonathan Fennell and Mike Cruz.
Yeah, and Jonathan Fennell's fighting out of Legion American Jiu-Jitsu. He's a brown belt under Keenan, and he's a self-proclaimed world-famous uke, so good for him.
I think it's uke, like the person who gets tested on it.
Yes.
I like how everyone's using Japanese terms now, like that's a thing. Can we just stop making up terms? Like, I'd really like that. It's way less confusing for someone dumb like myself.
And then we have...
American Jiu-Jitsu, Jonathan Fennell.
All right, there's Jonathan Fennell coming out.
Making his way to the mat, and up next will be Mike Cruz. He's out of Guerrilla Jiu-Jitsu. He's a brown belt. If you want to contact or see either of these one guys after the competition, they'll be at Mike Cruz is at Mike Cruz BJJ on Instagram, and Jonathan Fennell is at Sun_Shine_AJJ.
Now, have we seen either of these folks in the previous Arte Suave event?
I do not think so.
Jonathan Fennell looks familiar. I'm not sure. Maybe just started in the local competition scene here in Sac. All right.
I've been hitting the head one too many times. My memory is not good.
All right, here we go. And the action's kicking off. So Jonathan immediately pulls guard here, gets into kind of a reverse de la Hiva, maybe trying to get into half guard. I like this side he's playing too. Oh, okay. Looking to elevate. Looks like he's looking to elevate Mike a bit. Maybe sweep or go in for a leg entrance. Yep.
Mike's trying to get past that knee real quick, but he's trying to get that full mount. He's trying to jump over though.
Now again, same rule set for these guys, right?
Everything's the same.
All right.
Brown belt and black belt are basically the same on here.
And then just to clarify these overtime rules, the first round is EBI, the second round is the traditional Arte Suave rule set.
Yeah,
where
the
it's
gold
first to
rule.
fourth.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. All right, so it looks like Mike applying a little pressure, looking to pass, and Jonathan content to try to work his table and get a little bit of a different look.
I'm happy you pointed that out because I could not see that for a second. See, he has that leg up. He could switch over and try and get that arm bar, especially with how he's controlling the arms and the collar.
Yeah, both guys seem to be really respectful of each other's games, which oftentimes leads to, folks not necessarily opening up to take too many risks, which can be a smart move in competition.
Oh, it's a very smart, especially these are both high-level guys.
Yep.
You make one mistake and you're gone.
Okay.
Mike Cruz getting to the back of Jonathan. Oh, nice. Yeah,
Almost got his
turtle.
hooks here. Right in the back. Let's see. Jonathan rolls.
Good on Jonathan rolling through. That was fantastic.
Just great defense there. Great movement on both of these
Mike
guys.
Cruz trying to put his belt back on. Jonathan's having nothing to do with it. Like, nah, get back down here.
Pulls right back into that reverse De La Riva, butter half kind of position. It's like the ref, Master Chad, is looking to do some laundry there, cleaning up a little bit. Keeping the fighters safe. All right, looks like Jonathan might be looking to play a little spider guard, and if he can get the grips in the position here.
Oh, nice that lasso.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that.
I hate dealing with the lasso. It's the absolute worst.
All right, looks like,
Mike Cruz is starting to push that pace.
yep, and really wants to get to that back. He's playing a little smarter this time. He's not gonna give as much space.
Got that seatbelt. I can't see what his right arm is right now. He's trying to connect his hands right now. Jonathan doing a very good job on not letting him happen.
And it looks like he's got a little bit of a
Oh, the collar. There you
leg
go.
wrapped here. Yeah, he's gonna. All right. Yeah, Mike Cruz is gonna play this one safe to get into the back entrance. It looks like.
Oh, getting those hooks.
Nice. He's got his left hook. I'm not sure what's going on. He's got both hooks in.
This is really good on Mike. He knows when to push that pace.
It looks like he might wind up going to mount if Jonathan turns back to his back. Mike might be looking for a choke or an arm here. Can't tell from this angle.
If that leg was a trap, I'd say that bow and arrow would be there, but looks like Jonathan will catch that leg if he attempts to switch his hips.
You know about the thing
Yep,
about that.
locking that leg down. There you go.
The thing about that position, though, if you're looking to go for the back, it's basically just a hook that's already
Yeah.
there. Yeah, perfect. And he's going to go back to the mount. Head and arm was there for a second. He thought about it. And it looks like Jonathan's going to
Try to use the gi to wrap around that arm.
A little bit of a lapel manipulation here.
That's one thing I do love about gi is how creative you can get with using their lapels.
So now Jonathan's in the opposite side of half guard that he's been playing the whole night. I'm curious, the whole day. I'm curious if he's equally, strong on both sides. Some of us tend to have one stronger side than the other. But he looks comfortable there.
Oh, spinning for that back leg.
Ooh, great sweep.
Very slick by both these gentlemen.
Yeah, Mike just came right back up, though.
When they get your wrist with this, when I like at their knees, I like swing my hand behind their knees.
Nice triangle shot.
Fantastic.
Let's see here.
You can almost dummy sweep him.
Yeah, dummy sweep, waiter sweep. That series is open. We'll see if he looks for it. He looks like he wants to climb up.
He wants one.
All right, so he's back to that reverse de la Hiva kind of half guard position that he's been playing.
You take that left arm, go behind the left, or go in front of the left foot of Mike Cruz so he can spin underneath.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot of pressure there, but it's one of those easiest ways to spin around because their pressure just kind of pops you out.
It also looks fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, it's whenever you see a big guy do a spinny move, I love it.
Yep. Dynamic movement. I mean, that is why this is a beautiful martial art.
If you tried to extend his shin and get him to elevate, you could sweep him.
All right, that's time.
Going to EBI overtime. Remember, guys, ride time does not matter. Either submission or bust. If they go through the EBI, they go to the Arte Suave 2-minute golden rule. First one to score wins. If nothing happens there, ref's decision. Hopefully we have a bunch of killers on the menu tonight. Should not go to any ref's decisions. Knock on wood, though. Hey, I like jinxing myself.
All right, that was a good technical match, but they both look fresh. They both look good. These guys they trained. They knew what they were getting into.
Jonathan looks like he's choosing spider guard.
Or spider web. Here we go.
Oh, spider web. Yeah, I always mix those up.
Yeah, it happens. So he's going to punch up as well. So interesting. A lot of folks will punch down so they can control the down guy's leg.
Got his head through.
He can go.
Good on Mike Cruz.
That's the risk with spider web.
But did you see what Jonathan, when he originally adjusted, he let Mike set up. He's like, nope, I want this grip. Switch his grips. Mike's going to that back. Let's see what happens. Jonathan's got to get out quick.
So he's got, he immediately gives up the underhook on, okay, interesting. It looks like they're fighting for a choke here. Can't quite see from this angle, but he's going to switch to a bow and arrow. He's got a good grip here.
Oh, Mike got his head out. I'm sorry, Jonathan got his head out.
That's got to be time. All right.
Remember, guys, time doesn't, there's no ride time. Submission. So it looks like now they were going to go to the 2 minutes.
All right, so we're going to golden score now.
Yep,
so
first one to score.
First one to score. So whether it's takedown or if you pull guard and sweep, submissions obviously would count.
Yes.
This is a high pressure situation though, because it's sudden death. Anything that happens, now, luckily you have a good ref here. They're gonna treat the rule set as if it were IBJJF. They're gonna give you have to pass for 3 seconds. You have to get a proper takedown, but still, there's a lot of pressure on both these fighters.
Remember, 2 minutes to score.
Here we go. Immediately, Jonathan sits to guard again.
Smart move.
He's going collar sleeve. Now he's got that back to that half guard position.
See, during the match, Mike was able to get better positions quicker. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if that was a smart move for Jonathan.
It seems to be his game, which, one thing they say, right? Play your game, work your game in competition, but we'll see how.
Agreed, but then also when something doesn't work, you got to switch it up. That's a big portion of being a martial artist. Well, I guess we're jiu-jitsu, so hey, don't change anything.
All right, let's see. But see, Jonathan's got to be looking for. I can't imagine he's looking too much for submissions here. He's got to be looking for a sweep because, like you said, he spent a good portion of the match in this position. So maybe a back take, a sweep.
Mike is doing a fantastic job of cutting off the inside path for that De La Hiva.
Yeah.
Very good.
His base is way out to the far side. I mean, he is.
Honestly, Mike could probably backstep over and get the side control. With how much pressure he's putting down, I think it would really surprise Jonathan. But he does have that bottom leg. I didn't see that with the top leg.
So Jonathan looking to get Mike away from him a bit, maybe get under.
That's good flexibility.
He might be looking for that kiss of the dragon, but Mike's just too low now. He's just pressuring too much. So he's got that cross lapel. Just got a little hand grip here with Jonathan's left and Mike's right. 30 seconds. Here we go. We gotta have something here. So it looks like Jonathan's trying to set up the sweep. Yep. But God, it's gonna be a tricky one. Here we go.
Looks like 30 seconds, guys.
This is when the heat turns up right now. I mean,
Yeah.
The coaches, the crowd, everybody is just, and the fighters, obviously.
Time's up.
All right. Well, here we go with our first decision of the night.
Maybe I jinxed myself.
Thanks, Logan.
Yeah, well, I'll take the blame on that one. And Mike Cruz wins by ref's decision.
I'm curious to get your take on the decision there, Logan.
I agree. He was controlling Jonathan a lot more. You could see he was just able to implement his game a little bit better.
Yeah.
Jonathan was aggressive, but he wasn't able to get much done. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. And I think some might say because Mike was on top, a lot of time that can sway the judges a little bit. But you have the judge in Chad there,
Yeah.
and the ref. He is a guard player. He understands the technical abilities required in the guard.
Yeah.
So I think he made the right decision, though. Because I think Mike was pressuring, looking to pass.
100%. I think if Jonathan would have had more submission attempts, it could have gone his way, but they just weren't there. Which, not blaming anyone, it's a fantastic match. Currently on the mat, we have Chris Gabrielson. He's a combative fight system out of Combative Fight Systems in Colorado. He's a black belt under Ken Gabrielson. That's his dad. He's a fight to win vet, and on Instagram, if you want to find him, he's at c.gabrielson. And his opponent who's making his way to the mat is Andrew Kerfoot. He's out of Nexus Jiu-Jitsu. He's the owner of Nexus Jiu-Jitsu. If you want to get in contact with him, he is at afooty88.
And we actually had Chris on the last card. He had a fantastic match. God, I can't remember his opponent.
All I remember is the guy was known for his front headlocks. That's all I remember.
It was a tremendous match.
But there was also Nogi too.
Correct. All right, so here we go. Immediately looking for grips here, trying to establish a little bit of a standing dominant position for each of them. And right into that Russian tie and then back down. Nice. Yeah, Andrew just right on the back.
I've had the opportunity to roll with Andrew. He is so strong and technical. Having him on your back this early is a nightmare.
Especially in the gi.
It's so hard.
You're not just going to shimmy right out there.
No, he's fresh. He has a seatbelt in right now. He's working for those hooks.
He's got his top hook. Now he's going to look for the bottom. He's probably going to right into a body. Well, he's kind of off to the side. This could turn into a mount position if he's not able to get underneath.
You could go for that Mason Fowler neck crank with that arm in. I'm partial to neck cranks. Gotta love them.
Sure. All right, yeah. He's
Cross the
starting to
face.
maybe looking for a short choke right away.
You get that rush, you gotta drive that elbow into those low. Yep, right there, just into the low back.
He's gonna try to adjust a little bit.
Chris doing a great job of fighting the hands, though.
This is not a fun position for Chris right now, but he looks calm.
I can see Andrew use this to switch sides and go for that bow and arrow. How he's locking up that collar. Look, he might be trying to switch hooks.
Okay, he's going to get up into kind of that S mount.
Yep,
He's gonna
switched
readjust.
hooks.
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
All right, we're going to see a purple face out of Chris here for a minute. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Oh, he lifted his chin. It's under there.
He's got to get that head. Oh,
That looks deep.
the finger grip is shallow though. Chris, if he can stomach this, it's just a few fingers on the lapel.
Oh, I can't see that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, see, Chris shakes it off. He's like, not quite.
Good defense. Fantastic.
Just it's these tiny little things.
I love watching high-level grapplers. Like, I'm so happy I'm here for this.
Now it looks like he's going to switch to that triangle position, that back-mounted triangle position.
That
potentially.
Chad loves?
Yes, which opens up just a bunch of other techniques, right? Shoulder locks, wrist locks, etc.
Andrew's playing it smart here, just holding him in this position, just controlling him. Looks like he might be switching for that arm bar.
Looks like they're having a little fun out there too, which is good. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah. So smart, Andrew, to take his time. He knows he has Chris controlled. He's just slowly making these little adjustments, these micro adjustments.
Micro adjustments, yes.
I think we just bullied someone out of jiu-jitsu.
right, is he going to switch to an armbar here? Or maybe a crush? If he's got to get his right leg. Andrew would have to get his right leg over Chris's face.
He could go for that tricoplata.
Oh, he's going. All right, this seems like some stuff you might like, Logan. A little cover in the mouth. Break.
Ooh,
nice
fantastic.
distraction to get the arm. But Chris is going to hitchhiker. Nope. Oh, he's in a bad spot right now. Let's see if he can. He's turning his wrist, trying to defend.
Can't see where he has the elbow. Looks like it might be too shallow.
Okay, so Chris had a really explosive attempt at that escape. Now he's back to flat on the mat, which is not a place you want to be, but it looks like he feels comfortable for the moment.
So yeah, he got his head through. Doing a really
Nice.
good job
That's
of fighting Andrew's ankles.
I couldn't see that. That's perfect.
But Andrew might switch this to a triangle if Chris isn't careful.
Both being patient. This is just some high-level grappling right now. All right, so he's going to go under the armpit, it looks like. Nope, not.
Chris knows right when to explode. Just using a little bit of athleticism right there. Nice turn.
Nice. Okay, so now he's going to.
Oh, that triangle.
That triangle. Yep. He's going to posture up. Use one of the many triangle escape techniques at his disposal. And it looks like he's out. Now he's going to go to the pass.
Fantastic.
That's a tough first few minutes.
Yeah, he gutted that out. How many people would have tapped to those two? The armbar attempt, the choke.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
now he's going right into his own attacks.
Ooh.
He's a little kind of a donkey guard position here, huh?
Yeah.
And now he's out. Now he's just got to don't give up your back. There you go.
It's funny, I wonder, just because we don't see as many heel hook attempts, it's just because they're not used to attacking the legs as much in the gi. Because, Chris was on top, had the legs.
Yeah. All right, so Chris pulls guard here.
Andrew's pressuring down, not giving him any space to work.
Yep. Looks like Andrew wants to get around to that backside, but
Chris is wise to it now.
yep, he's got his knee out, just past the lat there of Andrew's body, so he's safe-ish for now. He's got that collar sleeve on the left side. At least I see the collar. I can't see the sleeve, but I imagine that's what he's working. He's probably looking to elevate for a sweep or an entrance into the legs potentially. There, Andrew's trying to pass that knee over so he can get around to that backside. And Chris elevates. And
Fantastic framing.
working more of that collar sleeve.
Can't see where he has his other foot. I thought he was trying to wrap around his neck for a second.
It looks like Andrew's got a good grip there on Chris's right lapel. Just gonna help give him some control there.
But see, the nice thing here is that from this spot, I love hitting that, like I said, that scissor sweep. He's already controlling the right side of Andrew really well. He can just bop that knee and twist.
All right, so it looks like Andrew's gonna sit back and he's gonna want to play a little bit of the leg game now.
He has that leg extended. This is not the spot Chris wants to be in. Andrew's kind of laying there, letting it happen. Looks like we have about 3.5 minutes left of this match.
Yeah, and Andrew just wants to keep that foot up so we can keep the
We might
leg.
roll. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we can keep the leg as exposed as possible here to work his entrance into.
Oh, got that heel hook.
There you go.
Chris did a good job of keeping that foot booted.
Here we
Oh,
go.
he pointed.
So Chris might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Andrew has 2.5 minutes to work. Chris does not seem worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he's been here a time or two.
Yeah, but also looks like he got past the knee line. Or he's right there at the precipice.
Yeah.
See what? If I were Andrew, I would try to do a toe hold attempt, especially with how he has his Achilles across his thigh. You can put enough pressure on that foot to get Chris to come forward.
Does turning to that side though, turning to the left to get a hold of the toe, is that going to expose him?
But you don't need. That's the best part is you don't need to turn. Is when the foot's there across your thigh, you use your thigh as the brace.
Gotcha.
Kind of like when you block the elbow for a wrist lock. Same thing. And so he has one option. If you guys strong enough, you can keep pressuring and break the foot, or they'll come into you, and then your hand's already there. You can scoop around for the heel hook. Chris doing a very good job by using both legs to keep Andrew from getting a hold of the one. A minute and 20 seconds left, guys.
And again, Chris just hanging on to that right hand grip of Andrew. It's really keeping Andrew from being able to move around the way he wants to.
Chris triangling those legs, fantastic. Once again, that was a spot most people would not get out of it. Fantastic from both these gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, Texas Cloverleaf. Nice attempt.
That woke Chris up a little bit, huh?
Yeah. He snapped up real quick. Oh.
And he's back on another attempt here.
Got 45 seconds left. Let's see what happens. He has that heel. He's trying to get space. He's turning that heel. The heel looks like it's stuck.
Just might be just out of position because Chris seems...
He's controlling that outside arm, so Andrew can't get any torque on that heel. But if Andrew were to post on his head, he could use it. He would not need that second arm.
Looks like he gives up on it for a minute.
Knee
He's
bar.
going to go into a knee bar. He's got a good bite on it.
He's slowly sending that.
He's going to figure for his legs. Let's see how Chris is going to try to defend here. He's going to try to figure for his own legs, but...
Well, Chris made a smart move. He looked at the clock real quick to see how much time he had. We're on short time, 10 seconds.
And it looks like Andrew's wrenching on something. I can't see it based on his face, but I'm not... I don't know if yeah, okay. He wasn't wrenching, he was wincing in his face. It looks like Andrew might have had an injury there at the end, yeah. Or maybe, yeah, it looks worse than just some kind of cramp. Oh man, that's not what you want to see.
Was it his arm or did he get hit?
I think it's his
in
knee.
the crotch?
I can't...
Or is his leg?
Or maybe his thigh, yeah. Not sure if he maybe just pulled a hamstring. That would be... Theoretically, that would be one of the best outcomes.
Yeah. So he moves that leg.
You know, hopefully it's muscular, not a joint. Looks to be the case. Maybe.
I think you're right with the hamstring, you bet. With how he was stretching, how he's not using it to pull himself forward. Yeah, I think you're right.
So then, yeah, back would probably be the smart move, given that arm bars are heavily reliant on hamstrings.
Oh, and Chris went to the other side, so he doesn't even need to use the hamstring that's hurt.
All right, let's see what attacks we're going to be.
This is where Andrew had Chris in danger earlier, so let's see how he has to work. And so remember, with Andrew's leg looking like it might be hurt, I don't think he's going to be able to hook that top arm like he was last time.
Still doing a good job of controlling. Chris isn't in a hurry to get out, which is, in this rule set, it's a smart move. Just defend first. If you find an opening to get out, that makes sense.
So he's cutting that angle again for the bow and arrow. I can't see what he has though.
But he's not going. See, he's not going down to control the legs. So I'm not sure if he's looking for a mounted, like a back-mounted triangle, or.
Oh, he tapped him. Yeah. So I think he was just ditching the leg because his leg was might be injured. Oh.
Nope. Adrenaline is starting to maybe wear off. Tough competitor, huh?
Very off.
Look at that. Gets a tap even in the midst of something serious going on. It seems like.
Jiu-Jitsu guys are savages. We know that.
So Chris has to submit, and he has to submit in the amount of time that Andrew had as well. So that was, based on my guess, somewhere around a minute.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in the same position, a little bit different in that Chris has his the full hooks. I can't see what's going on.
When an opponent has their leg in between yours like that, you have to crank their foot back. triangle their foot and go and hip into it, you can
Just
break
to
their
let 'em
foot.
know?
Just let them know. It literally it makes them stop thinking about your neck for a second. Because there's a split second you may not be able to, but I could snap this ankle while I'm here. They seem to like to roll away from us so we can't see the choke.
All right, Chris going to a body lock. It's a little bit shallow. He's on the toes, and looks like can't quite see what he's got going on with the hands up top, which is the most important.
He's trying to transition to an arm bar.
He's trying to isolate that arm.
Yep.
It's going to be tough because you're going to have to get his bottom leg not only intertwined with his figure four, but also over his opponent's face.
I think Andrew just got him out of position, and then now he's trying to keep the submission while going. Because if you have in Arte Suave, you need at least one seatbelt or in one hook for this position to be.
Yep.
If you go double under, it doesn't count.
That's a great point. And it looks like time expired, so Andrew's going to win the match. Unfortunately, we'll see if he's able to continue. If he's not, I don't know for sure, but I would imagine that Chris would then take his spot next into the finals.
I would think so, but they might just give someone a bye.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here.
Winner Axiom Genesis.
Yep, looks like getting into that leg. We'll find out for you guys what happened. Fantastic matchup by these guys. Up next, we're going to have the match that was supposed to be earlier, but these guys will be up. It is Thomas Haley and Jeremiah Labiano. I love saying a name like that. It's such a cool name.
Yeah, it's great. And Jeremiah was on the last card. I think he had that. Jeremiah had
Against
that.
Esteban.
Yeah,
that
that
last match. Yeah, it
That
was
fireworks
fantastic.
match. Yes.
This one will be a lot of fun to watch. Jeremiah Labiano is out of Crispum Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He also competes in MMA. He's a Fight to Win veteran. If you want to give him a follow, he is at JERMDAKIDD. Germ the Kid.
And then Thomas Haley, he's out of Saber Jiu-Jitsu. He's a black belt under Brian Pangolin. Oh, I don't know this last name here, but
Yep, I'm not going to try it. I'll
right.
mess it up. It's Pangelinanan. Yeah.
all respect here. But it looks like so Thomas has 12 years of training. He's a fight to win vet. Looks like he's a bottom player, guard player. So this will be interesting. This is the perfect rule set for it. And if you want to check out Thomas, his Instagram handle is at BJJTH88.
So honestly, I think Jeremiah's going to win this, not because of any skill set, just because he has the best hair in the game.
Yeah, I can't argue with the hair comment.
Like I know nothing about either of these gentlemen, but I got to go with the mullet, especially in today's day and age. You have to have some confidence in your skill.
Well, and that's not just any mullet.
No, that is a beautiful-
fully committed mullet.
Hell yeah. That looks fantastic.
Folks from the 80s would be impressed. All right, here we go. So we're going to have...
Oh,
Wow.
giving Master Chad his headband.
Wow. I don't know. A little bit of bias there, maybe. All right, so we're going to have Jeremiah in the long hair and Thomas with the short hair. They're both in black gis. And we'll see if Thomas goes to guard. It sounds like he likes to play bottom. Looks like he's maybe going to establish some grips and then sit to guard, would be my guess.
Looks like Jeremiah's already hunting for that leg.
Yep. Not sure if he's going to look for a takedown or if he's going to look for a leg entrance. He was looking real low.
I think he might switch up. My bet's on an Imanari. I'd love to see an
That's
Imanari.
what I would like to see. But he could just be looking for a low ankle, grab a single or an ankle pick. Nope, you nailed it.
Yeah, there we go. I know my leg lock, boys. Fantastic.
Both giving each other a lot of respect. Okay, so Thomas going right into his bottom game here. Looks like Jeremiah tries to backstep, but kind of...
He could get a calf slice from here. He's got those legs locked up.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get Thomas back onto him.
Looks like it might be too late for that, but he might be able to get to the back. Oh,
Good on Thomas getting that leg around.
okay, so he's got a real shallow grip on the foot here. That's probably going to come out. Yep.
Jeremiah giving Thomas no space once they re-engage.
Just game competitors here. Both really unique styles, huh?
Yeah. That's what I like when you get the high level. You get this unique, like, it's no longer cookie cutter.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of flair.
So it looks like Thomas has one or two grips on the lapel here. I can't quite see. And another roll.
Jeremiah really liking that Imanari roll.
And if he's anything, if a month ago that match was any indicator, he can go for days.
Yeah,
I think that was a 10-minute match of just nonstop movement.
And energy's not going to be a problem for these guys.
All right, it looks like Tom is trying to elevate and get into.
Good job of controlling the lapel and the leg at the same time. A lot of people will not control that lapel and the leg. They kind of choose one or the other. It's good to see someone doing that. It's just honestly, it's like a long cradle. That's all it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. We have a few guys that we train with that will grab that top collar and your low leg and just stretch you out.
Yeah.
Head pressure right into your side, and it really shuts your game down.
They almost hit not a helicopter armbar, but they'll hit like a helicopter bow and arrow on you. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world because you just feel like you feel like that towel when you spin it around real quick.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Both just trying to kind of figure each other out right now.
I always enjoy watching leg lock battles, and I like watching how they control where their foot is. Like you'll see good leg lockers always control whether they're pointing their toes or they're booting. That's when I know it's going to be a good leg locker. If there's no wasted movement in their ankles, it's like, okay, they practice this a lot.
Yeah, that's a really, really good detail, really good observation. It looks like Thomas's right pant leg is way up high, which can be annoying just in when you're trying, for either guy, right? When you're trying to pass, if you're trying to do a Toriano style pass or something, and that pant leg just goes up above the knee.
It's the worst.
It just changes things a bit.
See, if I was a betting man, I would think Thomas is trying to get Jeremiah to commit his pressure forward to where he gets frustrated, backs up quickly, and Thomas can snap up and grab one of those legs as Jeremiah is backing up.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Let's see what happens.
You called the Imanari roll, so.
I know how to bait leg locks. That's one thing I'm good at. God damn, that guy was fantastic. Just got to talk to Andrew. Talk about how tough Chris Gabrielson is. That was a fantastic match. Oh, and Jeremiah is just picking Thomas up like it's nothing. Other side of the mat. It's like, going right in front of his coach. How smart is that? I love when I see competitors do that.
Yes.
Move an opponent in front of their own coach. That is such good mat awareness.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. It's the hair. It's the hair.
There's something.
It holds the knowledge. It's grappling knowledge.
Wisdom is defined by the length of your hair. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think kind of like Samson. Was it Samson? I don't know. It's an old Bible story. That's about all I know.
I'm not.
Guy had long hair, was super strong. That's about all I remember. I think The Rock played him one time.
I don't know about that, but definitely some wisdom here in young Jeremiah.
Yeah, if you have the strength to pick up your opponent and walk him to your coach, do it.
Well, I was curious when he was going to stop. I thought he might leave the building.
That'd be awesome.
I think
support
that's a
it.
win.
Yeah. Oh, you can just carry your opponent outside. Yeah.
Just one small sumo wrestling rule, brought into Arte Suave.
I think that's what we need to add. Is now it's no longer just no time limit and submission only. It's anywhere. You go off the mat. Hey, you might get a chair in the face. We need a jeering section. That's what we need.
Yeah. All right. So we're back into. It's a bit tough to tell with both being in black gis, but
they look like one person right now.
Yeah, but it looks like a kind of a low knee shield Z guard kind of position. I'm not sure where Thomas's left hand is. I'm guessing it's probably on the knee of Jeremiah, but he's got the right collar there. You guys can see. So you can set up sweeps. You can set up entrances to get underneath. If he can start elevating Jeremiah's left leg, he can look around for kind of the dogfight position. But it doesn't look like that's what he's interested in. It looks like he's trying to get control of Jeremiah's right side to set up some sort of sweep or maybe get into an X guard position.
It's frustrating when a guy just will, it's like playing that patient game of Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive Thomas is waiting for Jeremiah to back up And Jeremiah knows that. That's why he's being very relaxed and just driving forward.
Yeah. Just a lot of respect from each of these.
Yeah.
For each of these guys, which is due, definitely.
Thomas switching grips to the leg.
Yeah, so interesting. So he can elevate.
Elevate the leg and drive it, bring his elbow to his ribs and kind of try and roll him.
Yeah, you can get him up over. Thomas can get him up over his right shoulder from here. There's a lot of options. It's tricky though from the half guard like this because generally they're still going to have a post, whether it's their leg or their opposite side hand. So it's nice when the top opponent will weave their hand in through the half guard, then you can isolate the post. We got a.
It's his coach showing him how to. Oh, there you go.
Some great coaching.
That is why you bring yourself in front of your coaches.
All right, so he's got to get a little bit. He's got to get over that knee still. He's just a bit shallow. There we go. We have a lot of obstacles in the way here. We don't have much of a better angle here live.
Looks like from my angle, looks like he's hunting for that ankle lock. Trying to ditch the knee bar.
It seems like Jeremiah's a bit low though because I can see Thomas's knees.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left here.
I think Jeremiah's just trying to get that knee line back right now. But Thomas doing great about getting his foot in there, his other foot in there, keeping him out. Oh.
Let's give a little shout out to our producer here too. He's not only manning the live stream and the switchboard, but he's also manning the camera. So he was the one who just made that edit so everybody could see what was going on here. So
we ain't no scrubs.
All right, so Jeremiah looks like he's.
I thought Thomas was going to butterfly sweep him. Jeremiah's elevator just a little bit.
Yeah, they got out of the leg entanglement for the most part, out of the risky portion. Still wrapped up a bit here, but let's see where we're going to wind up. Okay, Jeremiah going right back into it. And it looks like Thomas is going to come up on top for a bit.
See, I don't like having the long guy on the bottom because it's so easy for them to elevate you. Especially as a black belt, you know he's worked out the kinks. But Thomas is playing smart and just sitting back and not allowing Jeremiah to get knee. Oh, take that knee out.
Right back up. We're back into. So I think we have about a minute left. So we'll probably see the action. 30 seconds remaining. So it looks like we'll probably get a little bit more action here out of both these guys.
See, with Thomas's foot where it's at, Jeremiah could sit in and get a calf slicer. You just got a triangle over the knee.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
I was curious when you were going to bring that up.
Oh, the second that one's there, because he's literally right there. All he has to do is shoot his right arm through under the knee of Thomas.
Yep.
Wrap that triangle, and his leg's already back.
Great match.
Fantastic.
I mean, so far these have all been great matches.
Looks like Jeremiah's going to call the coin from the second blessed coin flipper in the Placerville, Sacramento area. Chewy's, of course, number 1. Chad's number 2. I'm sorry, Master Chad. Please
Chad.
forgive me.
Not a bad place to be, number 2. All right, so Thomas going for the spider web position. Let's see what. So he's going to punch down, probably control the leg. It's probably a smart move. I could see Jeremiah being a little more spindly here.
Yeah.
Yep. That's traditional kind of pendulum trying to get up.
I think Jeremiah was expecting him to explode for the armbar, but Thomas is playing very smart, very patient.
Yeah, you got a couple minutes. You got to use them. Jeremiah's just trying to get some momentum with his legs to get Thomas on his back and then come up and stack and then start to work his.
That leg, fantastic.
It's the trickiest position for Jeremiah. He does not like this right now. He's not able to get up and stack Thomas like it looks like he wants to.
No, Thomas is doing a really good job of not allowing Jeremiah's legs to become involved. And that hair might be failing him by keeping his head being able to pop through. Thomas can get a little more purchase on that hair.
This is where the leg, controlling the leg, it can also be a slight detriment too, because you don't have your other arm, and you're kind of keeping the person in a specific position.
Well, so normally when you see him grab this, you'll see the person controlling the leg, then use their legs to control the opposite arm. But Jeremiah's rolled him up enough to where now he can no longer use his legs to attack Jeremiah's arms. So fantastic defense. But you got to make a move, otherwise Jeremiah's going to have 2 minutes to try to implement his will.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah I think he found his comfort zone here. I
Yeah.
think he's just going to ride it out.
It's smart on Jeremiah's part.
Yeah.
Gives himself the full 2 minutes to work, especially if Thomas won't be aggressive. He's making nice little micro adjustments.
And in this position, honestly, in this position, one little mistake and you're done. Whereas with the choke, right, if you have the back with a choke, you can ride a choke out a little longer than an armbar.
Well, it's because every time you saw him make adjustment, you saw a little bit more of Jeremiah's head go through. It's like, okay.
It's good. I like seeing a technical spiderweb battle there. All right, so Jeremiah likes to take the back. Got the left arm for the underhook. Let's see which side he tries to get to, or which side Thomas. Okay, so he goes to the underhook side.
Got the head of the mat early.
Maybe he's going to set up. All right, now he takes him over to his choking side, but he's starting to get out of position a little bit. But I've seen this guy. Yeah, his back retention game is strong, so he'll get back there as soon as he needs to, and just like that, he is.
And now we're black on black on black. I can't see anything.
Yeah. Chad looks like he's just hovering there.
Master Chad's blended it in. Jeremiah might just be controlling him now just so we can get that 2 minutes to overtime. Nope. Right back to the aggression.
Now
Trying to use that
for that triangle position. Yep. All right, so he's going to look for this triangle position, which is going to open up a shoulder lock. It's kind of the quick and easy, but it looks like he bails on it a little bit.
Oh, it looks like he might have got his arm around. Might be switching to that armbar attempt.
This is tricky because.
Remember, guys, ride time means nothing.
Yeah. It looked like Thomas was going to get out there if Jeremiah went to mount, but it looks like Thomas kind of turned with Jeremiah.
I think Jeremiah has a good hold of that arm, and so he's worried about getting that armbar right now.
Yeah, I don't know how much time he has left here to work this, but it looks like he is looking for that belly down armbar now.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left. Here we go. It's going to be, oh boy.
Jeremiah's yanking on that arm.
Yeah, this is going to be, if he can just get an angle here.
Fantastic. There's so much tension in little moments like that. It's hard to explain to people who aren't initiated into grappling. It seems like they're just sitting there, but there's like one small little mess up. Your arm's broken.
Yes. Just so much pressure on that position for sure.
Now we're in the golden round. 2 minutes, first one to score wins.
All right, slap bump. Here we go. Let's see who's going to initiate first. And are we going to see the same game we've seen out of both these guys for the day?
Now I think the reverse now. I think he fakes the Imanari and goes for the single.
I supported it. All right, so Thomas sits down. Jeremiah's just maybe got one of those really long mullet hairs in his mouth. Thomas back up. All right, so Jeremiah did not want to initiate. So Thomas faking for maybe a shot, and Jeremiah also looking for probably that Imanari or leg entrance roll.
Jeremiah might be trying to catch his breath a little bit from that armbar attempt. Might have poured a little too much energy into that armbar.
I mean, this has been a tough match so far. They've been moving.
Oh, flashing him. They're playing the patient game, guys.
1 minute.
They're both looking to counter. No one wants to initiate right now. which I really don't blame him.
It's always bittersweet in a situation like this where you have two guys that are so high level and you want to see both of them continue on, but we
Yes.
know only one can. All right, looks like Jeremiah looks for that low single. Doesn't grab it. Yeah, we're down to short time, 30 seconds or so. I think both are feeling it a little bit. It's been a tough match. I think they're getting a little tired.
I think Thomas has to push the pace on this part and get the points. Otherwise, I think the decision goes to Jeremiah.
Just for activity, action,
Yeah.
intent. Yeah. We got about 10 seconds. This is.
Oh,
Oh no,
that was good timing on Jeremiah's part.
there it is.
Thomas seems to have a disagreement with the ref.
And the ref calls it Jeremiah Labiano for the winner by golden score winner. He got the kind of a takedown there at the end.
Yeah. Hey, that's what happened. It's not a technical takedown, but he did have his hands on. He did shove him down, and he continued on. That is the definition of the takedown. So there's not much you can really do there.
It's a tricky situation. And,
Yeah.
And in these situations, right, in a rule set like this where you have sub only, especially in a tournament, you have to have a winner.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
So there have to be rules defined in a way that gives you a winner, and you can't have draws. You know, in a lot of these promotions, you do have draws because it's a draw. Nobody tapped, nothing. You know, there's no points. But in a situation like this, there has to be a winner. So, you know, I think Arte Suave has done a great job of defining a rule set that is hybrid, that incorporates a lot of different components, so that you can get, you know, ideally the better grappler walking away.
Yeah. You have every opportunity to win.
Correct.
And that's where, like, with a high-level match like we just had, it came down to that last little stutter. And that stutter is what Jeremiah capitalized on. Fantastic match.
Yeah.
Love to see it again.
I'm sure we'll see both of those guys again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll definitely see Jeremiah today.
Oh, well, yes, we are. We're going to see him later on in the tournament. Right now, we're going into the team tournament with Anthony Uria and Spencer Hurd.
Yeah, so Anthony Uria, he's out of Stockton Jiu-Jitsu Academy. He's a blue belt. He's a black belt in judo. So that'll be interesting to see if we see some judo today.
I would love to see some good throws. There is nothing better than seeing a good judo throw.
Wow, this guy. All right, so not only is he a black belt in judo, he's also a state qualifier in CIF wrestling and an instructor at Pacific Judo Club. If you want to check him out, he's on Instagram. He's at Anthony_Uria209. And the way you spell Uria is Urrea.
And then up next is Spencer Hurd. He's out of Maxwell Jiu-Jitsu. He's a blue belt out of Maxwell's. He's 2-1 on a fight to win record. He's a IBJJF Kids champ. And if you want to give him a follow, he's at MDM.G0LDEN.
Also, guys, we know that reading off these Instagram handles is not necessarily ideal. If you go to the Arte Suave Instagram page, I believe everybody who has Instagram is also tagged in their fight posters.
Yeah. We're doing the best we can. Like Anthony is on the mats.
I just immediately got excited for this match after reading their backgrounds.
Yep. Ooh, I'm hoping for a good throw. I'd love a good throw.
Yep.
And Spencer Hurd is making his way to the mat with his coach behind him.
So it looks like we're gonna have two folks in white gis again here. So matching gis.
And Spencer Hurd does not have the hair of Jeremiah, but it's pretty dang close.
He does have a little bit of a rat tail. Good for him.
I always support the rat tail. Love it.
Noted. All right, so on the left here we have Anthony. On the right we have Spencer. Also, Spencer's got the red patch on the back of his gi. Okay,
Smart on Spencer.
Yes.
Very smart.
No judo for now.
Too many people like to waste their time on the takedowns, and because it is submission only, no points, it doesn't really matter. So hopping on your butt from right in the beginning, very smart move, especially against someone who's experienced with takedowns.
Yes. When you have a CIF qualifier in wrestling and you also have a judo black belt, I'm sitting down too.
Yeah, it nullifies their game, and it's a big advantage because it frustrates them.
Yes.
They'll run their mouth about it being a butt scooter, but it doesn't matter if they get the submission.
Yes, that's true.
Let's see if he makes some regret sitting down. So far, good pressure on his part.
Yeah, great pressure so far. These wrestlers, you know,
Yeah.
the pressure of a wrestler. We've all rolled
Yeah.
with them.
Well, the Maxwell guys are all very, very good about curling up like a ball and spinning. They're really like, this is a good clash of styles because Spencer's style is a little more counter pressure.
And it looks like Anthony gets into mount here. I'm not sure if he's got a foot trap and maybe a 3/4 mount.
Going for that Agikyo.
Yeah.
Almost said no Gikyo.
We'll see if Spencer can defend. He looks like it looks pretty deep. It looks like it might be across the throat. Might have to roll. There we go. It looks like he might have got out.
Rolled out. Fantastic.
Nice. Tough competitor in Spencer, huh? Fantastic pressure from Anthony so far, but Spencer got in a little trouble there.
Yeah.
He was able to get out of it. Good for him.
And remember, for blue belts in the gi, this is the teens division, so straight ankle locks are allowed. No other leg locks, toe holds, bicep slicers, neck cranks, any of the fun stuff not allowed in the teen division. Obvious reasons.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that is not the spot I would want to be in.
You know, I really like the movement of both of these guys. Every time I'm about to say, oh, look at Anthony, his reversal, then Spencer comes in with his own.
Yeah.
This is great. And these are under, do we know what the rules are? Is it under 16? No.
Yeah, this is the teen rule set, so it is none of the fun stuff.
Age limit is
Yeah.
more so what I meant. I'm just,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
if they're, somewhere in the teens still, point is, we have, we're going to have our work cut out for us here when
Yeah.
these guys start.
I'm hoping to retire before these guys get good, because I know they'll beat me up.
Oh, it looks like we got,
Oh, Spencer's going for that leg, it looks like.
all right, so he's trying to pass that half guard. He's got to get, yeah, he's got the arm trap now. He might start to, nope, okay. So it looks like Spencer's just going to go into Anthony's guard. Anthony's going to look for a little bit of a lapel game here. Maybe he can get, all right, yep. This is really hot in jiu-jitsu right now.
Remember, these are teens.
Yeah. Look at this. He gets that underhook. This is perfect. So there's a choke here. There's also one of the platas. I can't keep track of the names anymore. But it looks like he's going to try to break the posture again, and he loses that grip.
So I'm kind of starstruck just watching. Remember that these are teens, and they are throwing
Look
high
at that
level
ankle
stuff.
lock. Wow. Belly down. Looks like he might have just been out of position a little bit. And also these kids they're durable. They're bendy. We'll see if the ref stops him to fix the pants here.
Remember, and ankle locks are allowed, but everyone likes that straight ankle lock. He needs to go cross by to get that pressure. Pressure against when they're bendy, you need all the pressure you can get. It looks like you got the knee line through.
And this is where I like to look at faces, right? Spencer's face looks like he's struggling more than Anthony is.
Yeah.
Some people have great poker faces, but I'm gonna guess based on that currently.
Spencer's actually doing the grip I like for straight ankle locks. But
That figure four grip?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Nice knee slice. He just gotta get his foot out if he wants it, or he can go to 3/4 mount. I wonder if he's gonna look for that Ezekiel again, because he's got good head position with Spencer.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah, fireworks match so far.
If he wanted to, he'd sit back into the truck and roll and get his back. I would not put it past these kids.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, do they know that yet? I don't know.
I say, do they know that? But they're over here like hand fighting like the pros.
Exactly.
It's like, okay. Once again, I'm retiring before these kids get good.
Before they
terrified.
become experts. I
Yeah.
would say they're good now.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah. That's a much better way to put
I
it.
definitely wouldn't want to be standing up with Anthony.
Yeah, no way. He would toss me on my head.
And I could see Spencer finding a position. Man, what a great match.
They will be going to EBI overtime.
Now we're headed into overtime.
Looks like Spencer's getting asked for the coin toss. Let's see what happens.
You know, another thing I really like about this tournament format is for viewers or for, anybody here, you may not know any of these folks coming in, but by the end of the tournament, you're kind of getting to see their styles.
Yeah.
You're getting to, you become fans of a few people along the way. So it's really an exciting format for jiu-jitsu.
Because a lot of these guys are also local guys too, which is cool to see. Mm-hmm. We're going to follow their careers very closely.
All right, so Spencer's going to take the spiderweb position. He's going to punch up, so he's not going to control his opponent's leg. But that means he gets his hand for balance when well, he's got to stay heavy with that right leg. Nope, Anthony comes right up.
That's what you expect from a pressure wrestler, though.
Yep. I find that you really need to time your hamstring pressure when your opponent, right when you see him about to explode, that's when you need to put your heels to the mat.
He's getting mean, putting that knee into Spencer's face. Fantastic. I love mean grapplers.
Wagner Rocha fan.
Yeah. Oh, huge Wagner Rocha fan. Meaner the better.
Good for Spencer for being able to salvage this position.
Yeah. Not many people. A lot of people you'll see him let go the second someone gets him belly down. But he's not even slipping down the arm either. No. He's got it tight.
These Maxwell guys are so technical. Maxwell guys and gals, I should say.
Fantastic, yeah. And as you saw there in the last tournament, they like that spider web.
Yeah, they just have a lot of they have a lot of positions, a lot of tricky submissions out of that position. Looks like Spencer readjusts a little bit.
That was Anthony's spot to rip his arm out when he readjusted like that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
That cannot be having Anthony's knee in your face for 2 minutes.
No, that's not a comfortable position right there.
Good job.
But hopefully, Spencer looks a little disappointed. Hopefully he didn't burn too much energy, maybe on one of the arms, but otherwise he was, he wasn't extending his legs. He wasn't trying to grab a back with hooks or anything like that. So
yeah, you're right.
He should be pretty fresh. We'll see here.
And he was curled in, so he wasn't really, like you said, he wasn't having to exert a bunch of energy, although Spencer was having to drive his weight down. But he might be confident because he was able to hold out in that position for so long.
Mm. Yeah, this will be interesting here.
Good on Spencer leaning forward, not allowing Anthony to break his posture early on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Anthony turning into him. Oh, I'm sorry. Spencer was turning into him, but Anthony followed. Good, that looks tight.
Oh, he's about out. He's about out. Turn your belly. Just turn into him.
You saw when he was rolling, Spencer was ooh, good. Remember, guys, ride time means nothing. They're going to golden rule.
Wait. Oh, was there a tap there?
Did he tap?
Or maybe the rules are different here for the kids. Sorry, everybody at home.
I think it shouldn't be.
Typically, we go into golden rules.
Yeah, we are. I think that's why the ref's going off. Yep.
All right, psych. We're still going.
And 2 minutes start. Let's see who scores first. They're starting standing, so Anthony's got that advantage standing up on paper.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a throw. Some technical judo is always fun to watch here.
Anthony looks confident.
Spencer smart and wise to sit. But it looks like, that's the challenge with this rule set.
Yep.
Anthony committed there, and Spencer came up on top, which technically gets him a win.
Spencer wins the first round. Fantastic.
Spencer Herb moving on to the next round of the kids, the team tournament here.
That was a fun match. Oh, such a fun. There was no losers in that one.
Definitely not.
Remember, guys, these are teenagers. These guys are going to be running through our divisions pretty dang quick.
Yeah, I'll be running from them. How about that?
I have no problem doing that. And up next, we're having Nicholas Piera against Dylan Marlowe.
Yeah, so Nicholas Piera is out of Gracie might have He plays a fast, explosive top game. Recently recovered from an LCL tear, actually. So I'm not sure how long ago that was, but he some other accolades. He went third place at IBJJF Nationals in 2019. And then Dylan Marlowe is out of Nick Diaz Academy. He's 1-0 in Fight to Win. If you want to check him out, he's at Dylan Marlowe 209. It's DYLAN Marlowe with an E at the end. And then if you want to check out Nicholas Pereira on Instagram, it's at the Brodino. I'm going to spell this, the BRODINHO.
The Brodino. I like that name.
All right. The H was throwing me off at the end.
It was probably an Instagram thing. He probably like, oh man, I can't be the Brodino, but I can be the Brodino. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Maybe. He's a kid, so we'll see what happens. I would have done it at his age.
For sure.
I'm so happy I didn't have Instagram at his age.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are happy you didn't have Instagram.
Yeah.
at his
Oh,
age.
it'd be horrible. There'd be so many more photos of me in Speedos. There'd be so many more.
Just very awful memes and everything.
Oh, it probably would have warmed my personality even more. Wouldn't have been good. Or who knows? Maybe I would have been like Jake Paul or Logan Paul, whichever one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Famous
which
YouTuber. That's all I know.
Got it. So I'm not sure if we're taking a short break here or if.
Looks like we're taking a short break here.
All right.
Well,
So
something
everybody,
quick right
so
now.
everybody at home, just so those of you guys watching, there is a full day of jiu-jitsu here today.
Full day.
I mean, we have the kids tournament, we have the black belt tournament. That's going to go until mid-afternoon.
Sorry, just grab another tournament.
Then later we get into the list of super fights, which I think there's around 25 fights, 26 fights.
Yeah.
And that's going to start in maybe around 2:30, depending on how things go.
Yeah. This goes all the way till what? The last match is hopefully 7:25. But you know how jiu-jitsu gets? It can go off the rails.
Right.
It is currently 1:24. Well, actually, we're pretty much on time. That's fantastic.
You know, the last event went right on time as well.
Yeah.
It's really impressive, and it's really respectable when you can run these jiu-jitsu tournaments or jiu-jitsu events on time.
Fredo and Justin do a fantastic job, especially with all this help. Fantastic.
Agreed.
What match are you most excited for tonight?
I can't say a number one, but there are a few.
That's a wrong answer. You're supposed to say me or Austin.
Well, that's the thing. There's 3 or 4 of them that are just going to be like I keep saying fireworks, right? Like I'm obviously excited to watch your fight.
Yeah.
John Starks is always a
good one. Yeah.
Just a competitor. Love watching him fight. And then the Battle of the Austins to round out the brown belts.
That is probably that is the one I'm so looking forward to.
Yeah.
Austin Flowers is a madman.
Yep.
And just a freaking submission wizard. So I am so excited.
And the
to
other
see
Austin,
that.
the other Austin is highly decorated.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm not today. I know Austin. I know Austin Flowers personally. I do not. If I can find the other
Looking
name.
for his name. There we go.
There we go.
Austin Fraley.
There we go.
Sorry about that, Austin.
I like how those two guys didn't give us any good info on what to say for them.
Well, then we're just going to make it up.
Oh, you guys are going to have some great info made up about you. Austin Flowers, he enjoys short walks on the beach and heel hooks. McDonald's every other day.
Yep.
That's what he likes.
But yeah.
Do you have a match you're least excited for?
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
English.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, we should definitely name all those. No, honestly, going down this list, other than some of the names that maybe I'm not familiar with, there's not a match on here I'm not excited about. And like I said, if I don't know them, I still know there's a chance for an exciting match.
That's why I love grappling, though, because even if I'm not invested in the person, it's so much fun just to watch different schools with their techniques.
Yes.
Because as much as everyone's like, oh, jiu-jitsu is one path, there's so many little variations that instructors have passed on, and it's so much fun to watch.
Yes. Yep. That's why it's fun also to travel to different gyms.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Because especially out of the area where people don't know you, things like that, you really get a chance to see, what things you're getting away with in your gym versus what's truly good technique. Because you'll find out right away if people just shut certain things down.
Especially if you're like I'm a bigger guy, so I don't get the chance to roll with a lot of bigger guys at the higher belts. And so whenever you go to a new gym with another big guy, you find I've been muscling so much stuff.
Right.
Like, oh my God, I've been gooning so many people.
Yeah. Yep.
terrible. It's always fun though, because I don't have the cauliflower ear, but I have the missing tooth.
Right.
So it's like, okay. Well, he's kind of a grappler. I don't want the cauliflower ear though. That's one thing. I'm starting to wear headgear and stuff.
Is that what you do, or are you just genetic that your genetics are such that you don't?
Probably. I have really soft ears, so luckily, knock on wood, they haven't been messed up yet. But I'm starting to feel it with wrestling more. So headgear. I don't look cool. That's half the game of jiu-jitsu is looking cool.
Yes, definitely. Especially spats, matchy,
Oh, you
spats,
have
shorts,
to.
shirt,
It's like
everything.
full galaxy stuff, crazy colors. I feel like adding crazy colors to your nogi stuff is just insult to injury. Like, not only did I get you with a dirty submission, I did it while wearing like a zebra stripe thing. So just a little more in there for me.
Sure. Oh man.
Let's see.
Yeah. So again, our next match, right? We have Nicholas Pereira versus Dylan Marlowe. Gracie Humaida versus Nick Diaz. This should be an interesting match. You guys can't see just off to our right here. It looks. I'm guessing this is going to be Nicholas right here. I'm seeing the Gracie Humaida patch. So
It also has his name on the back. So that makes it real
hey,
easy.
how about that? Look at that. Yep, looks like he's getting ready. And then Dylan is probably right around the corner as well. Okay. So again, just a short little break here, everybody. We'll let everybody have a few minutes to use the restroom, maybe refresh your drinks, get some food here. Is that better? There we go.
There I am.
All right. We're back. We have Nicholas on the mat so far. Next up, we're going to have Dylan coming out.
Dylan is out.
There we go.
Nicholas with the short hair and Dylan with the long hair.
All right, so Dylan coming in with a real low starting position. Hand safe, yep, immediately pulls to guard.
Hunting for that armbar.
Yeah, right. Rolls right underneath. And it goes to that reverse de la Riva half guard position, and Nicholas just with that. Dylan with this
Slick.
Oh, look.
Oh, he tapped. Nice.
Do not blink.
Fantastic. That was like 15 seconds?
Just both of them coming out quick.
Good.
Good match.
Dylan Marlowe with an armbar win. Fantastic. God, these kids are good.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how old they are so I know how long before I have to stop competing.
Right, right.
But no.
Good show of respect on both competitors. You know, Nicholas looked a little disappointed there, but I mean, they're both going out and they're both going for it really quick.
That was a gunfight right there.
Yeah.
That was.
And that's the risk, right? That's the
Yep.
risk when you play. But gosh, it's exciting. So I support it.
100%. You don't lose with a match like that. You got caught 2 seconds in. It happens to the best of us. All you gotta do is like, okay, now go back and rehash.
Right. Yep. You got a long jiu-jitsu career ahead of you.
Yeah.
A teenage blue belt. You've got some places to go.
Nothing to
already
worry
at this
about.
level. Good for you. All right. So we are looking for the next match in the black belt.
It's the bracket 1 winners.
So bracket 1 winner. Is it going to be then?
I'm assuming so. Oh, I didn't mark who won. I probably
is it
should have
here?
done that. Well,
think
I don't know if they're, because remember the times changed, so I don't know what they consider bracket 1 and bracket 3.
Gotcha. Well, we'll know when they walk out.
Well, I guess it actually doesn't matter because the time once I got changed.
I think we're going to see Fabricio Silva versus Mike Cruz.
Yeah, I think you're right. If I was a bet man, I think you're right.
Second round of the black and brown belt tournament.
And Brett was right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. We'll be here all night. Well, part of the night.
Hopefully not too late.
Nah, not too late. 7:25 last match. Fingers crossed.
All right. Is this Fabricio back out on the mat?
He looks angry.
Again, Fabricio Silva from Costa Jiu-Jitsu.
Fighter number 2 representing Gorilla Jiu-Jitsu, Mike Cruz.
And here's Mike Cruz making his way out. He's representing Gorilla Jiu-Jitsu. He's a brown belt. If you need to follow him, it's at Mike Cruz BJJ. And Fabricio is at VFFABRICIO.
I'm sure everybody got that.
Yeah.
Is this walkout song the Macarena?
If it is, it's epic.
Good for him.
That's fantastic.
Good for him. All right, so Fabricio here on the left in the black belt, and Mike Cruz with the brown belt. Mike Cruz immediately for the single leg, but almost gets tripped. I cut you off there.
No, you're right.
Looking for a trip of his own. Ooh, we're going to see a little bit of stand-up. We haven't seen much of this yet tonight.
It's always exciting, especially when it's good.
Yes. When it's bad, that's a different story.
That's the
Bad jiu-jitsu stand-up is,
It's like no, guys.
nah.
See, these matches are always interesting to me when it's a brown belt versus a black belt, because the black or the brown belt has nothing to lose. At least neither one actually has anything to
Everybody
lose.
knows. Yeah, we know what you
But
mean.
it's an ego thing there.
Yep.
Even though Fabricio is Mike Cruz is most likely a black belt in skill level compared to most people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that little bit of like, man, I don't want to lose to that, or I don't want to give him anything.
Yeah.
And that, depending on the fighter or the practitioner, it affects you.
You know what? I really like his confidence though. He is not. He doesn't care. Black belt, brown belt, red belt, green belt.
I'll mess you up.
Yeah. He's hunting for that takedown. He's looking for a couple singles. Looks like he was looking for a double for a minute.
But that's kind of what I'm saying though, is being a brown belt, he can be aggressive. Yeah. He's going to come out there a million miles an hour, kind of like a chip on your shoulder, like just showing I deserve that black belt.
Yeah. In the gi, shooting for singles and doubles is just an added level of risk there. which means if you're doing it in competition, you know your stuff.
Yeah.
Can we curse? Yeah.
Okay.
I swore last time they get yelled at.
Look at Fabricio with that great trip takedown. Right into side control. He's got that. If I think the 10th Planet folks call this twister side control.
Once again, like I said, I'm terrible. Like they have so many different names for everything.
Yep.
I'm done remembering.
That is true.
I'm like, you know what? You'll tell me what position I'm in.
All right, so Fabricio trying to stay patient, trying to get that left arm up so he can clear that. Get to a traditional. Oh, now he's going to go for.
Use that blade, that forearm,
Yep.
so nice.
A deep collar grip. Oh man, just some technical Jiu-Jitsu, and Mike doesn't want to play any of that.
Well, did you see him using that forearm, but then he was baiting it to get that arm up to catch that leg, to catch that arm. But Mike was wise to it. That's fantastic. Fabricio did a very good job of just keep controlling that collar, not letting Mike really use his head position.
Fabricio's looking for that same side collar sleeve, but gives it up. And again, just Mike with the relentless takedown attempts. All right, so Mike's on that single. He's got it wrapped up. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Ooh, nice elevation.
He's going to get the takedown.
Good on Fabricio not getting slammed.
Look at that. Wow.
Some high-level grappling, guys.
Yes. Now it looks like Fabricio is going to start working that collar to go. All right. Mike
Good
is
on
just.
Mike.
Yeah, he's just not giving him. He's not giving Fabricio any chances to capitalize on any of those positions he tends to get into. Right now he's in that Russian tie kind of position, trying to turn it into a takedown. Now back to that same side collar sleeve and puts it to the overhook now.
And remember, it says this is black belt, and it says the tournament is 10-minute matches.
Again, I'm going to shout out our production team here at, if you want to find them on Instagram, at Render Media Agency or rendermediaagency.com. The guys here are really just making sure that the stream for you guys at home is high quality.
That was a scissor sweep, correct? Fantastic. Fantastic scissor sweep like that. Oh. You do not see a lot of good scissor sweeps.
Yeah.
That was very controlled. Oh, that was beautiful.
Right into it.
Winner representing
Fabricio Silva wins, going on to the next.
Great match. I can't imagine that Mike feels bad about that. That was a great match on Mike's end.
He's into the finals.
All right, so who do we have up next?
Up next, it looks like we're going to have Andrew Kerfoot against Jeremiah Labiano.
All right.
I'm very excited for this one. Both those guys showed a lot of athleticism, a lot of technique. This should be fireworks.
Yes, for sure. I'd be curious to see how Andrew's hamstring holds up.
That's a very good question. Jeremiah was attacking the legs, but Andrew does have good leg lock defense. You know he's hurt his leg before and had to do these kind of things. So we'll see if he's able to kind of finesse it.
Yeah, and with a hamstring situation like that, it's really more of it's really just you're going to lose one range of motion, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a joint that's damaged or anything like that.
Well, range of motion, and like you don't realize how much you use your hamstring to pull your, like especially as a leg locker, your hamstrings are kind of invaluable.
Well, yeah, think about like a knee bar position, right?
Exactly.
Fighter number 2 representing Nexus Jiu-Jitsu, Andrew Kerfoot.
And here's Andrew Kerfoot making his way out, representing Nexus Jiu-Jitsu.
Lead instructor of Nexus Jiu-Jitsu, correct?
Yep, lead instructor and owner.
Great. And Jeremiah's at Crispin Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Also an MMA fighter.
Hopefully he doesn't throw any punches or kicks.
Yeah, let's hope.
Although it'd be kind of awesome. I'm not going to lie. I got to tell you the truth.
Well, I would say if I was bored, that would be something interesting, but I am
Good
anything
point,
but bored so
yeah.
far.
I'm kind of always praying for chaos, so.
That's fair. Yep. I believe that. All right, here we go.
They look intense.
Slap, bump, and here we go.
Jeremiah's playing that same game.
Again, Jeremiah with the long hair, Andrew with the short hair. Andrew doing a little shadow grip breaking to start.
I always like seeing the good, like when they're jawing back and forth, each other, having fun.
Yeah.
Like it's all well and good when they're being intense and serious, but when you have two high-level guys who can then have fun while they're doing it, it just makes it even better for me.
Agreed. Nice duck under from the back.
I think that was a good test for his hamstring to show, like, okay, he can still explode. Doesn't really have to worry about it. We'll see what happens when it comes to these extended battles.
He may be full of adrenaline now. It may just not even be a thing. We may get a note after this.
Yeah.
All right, so they're just feeling each other out a little bit.
Jeremiah plays this fascinating game of just the ebb and flow of his aggression. He goes from extreme aggression to not moving.
Right.
And it really messes with you.
I love it. I love that lulling people in.
Yep.
Because sometimes you can't help but play the other person's game. And that is one of the keys to competitive jiu-jitsu is not doing that, not falling into the other person's game or not just playing a reaction game. Sometimes, you can't help it, but
People don't like to think about that mental game, but it's a big part of jiu-jitsu.
Ooh, look at that. I just jumps to guard. All right.
But once again, that's a high-level adjustment. He wanted that triangle adjusted midair just to go to guard because he saw it wasn't there.
I was looking live here, so I lost it to couldn't quite see.
I think Jeremiah's going for that injured leg hamstring, so this is a bad spot for Andrew.
How rude.
I love brutal guys. I'm going to support it all the way. But it looks like he could go for that heel hook.
So he's going to figure four potentially or just extend.
It looks like a heel hook.
All right,
He's tapped. Fantastic. Good on Jeremiah. That was a great. Oh, it was the injured leg. So this will be Jeremiah against Fabricio Silva. That was. Heel hooks in the gi are a game changer.
Yeah.
You see so many people frustrated with those being added in because they're dangerous. It's like there's every move in jiu-jitsu is dangerous, and now that you're making one that's because it's too effective, and now you have finally have venues allowing it. That's amazing.
Well, this is the test, right? We'll see. We'll see how dangerous. Are people getting hurt? Are people getting hurt at any higher rate than they traditionally are?
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen that yet, but
No, not at all. So this is a 10-minute match.
we have the blue belt finals.
This is the Blue Belt Championship.
I'm like,
Jeremiah coming over to the booth after his win, looking fantastic.
yeah, that's the great thing about this event. We're right here in the mix. These guys walk off the stage, walk off the mat, and they're just coming right by us. So we get to see them kind of first.
That's why I'm trying not to run my mouth because they will jump over the table and attack me. And I have an issue of just speaking my mind, even if it's not correct. And that's the issue. Is I know it's not correct. It just comes out sometimes.
In our background here, oh, there we go.
They're
All right.
already started.
All right, so we have Dylan versus Spencer. Dylan out of the Nick Diaz Academy down in Stockton. Spencer out of Maxwell Jiu-Jitsu here in Sacramento. Both high level.
So you see that transition so much out of the Maxwell guys, legs to back. That is fantastic. You saw Lynn hit that in the last tournament very well. These Maxwell guys have a tricky game. If you are not used to it, it is such a weird style to go against.
Interesting, yeah. And remember, Dylan only had a 20-second match to start, so he is beyond fresh.
And he's confident.
Yep.
Oh, no, he's on Spencer's. Oh, Spencer's on his leg again.
Belly down straight.
He got that
Ankle
knee
lock.
line out.
That's the only thing they can do, right? No knee bars for these guys.
No, only ankle locks.
Yep.
But I think that's one thing you see out of the Maxwell guys is there's that threat of everything else, and they use that threat to transition. And it's so smart because it's just getting your opponent to stutter enough to capitalize on your game. Like Dylan wants that straight ankle lock, but once again, he's controlling with his right arm. What I would do is switch that right arm with his left arm, and then kind of rear naked choke that ankle. It's so much tighter, and you can actually break that ankle real easy.
And again, Spencer in the white gi with the red patch, Dylan with the longer hair.
Oh, I might have misspoke. I meant Dylan had the ankle lock.
Gotcha. Nice pass there. These kids are just so mobile. Look at Spencer just nearly recovering guard with that. Oh, he's going to get
that arm bar
close to it. He's got it isolated now. Let's see if he can finish. He's belly down.
Oh,
yeah, there
verbal
it is.
tap.
Verbal tap.
Very good. Dylan's an assassin. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yes.
Dylan's an assassin.
Yep.
That same arm bar twice. I think it was the same position too. How he
So,
caught him.
I'll say, look out for all these guys. You know, of course, all these kids have been great.
Yeah.
But watch out for Dylan.
Yeah. Dylan's gonna rip your arm off and beat you with it. Spencer looked fantastic, but Dylan's getting that belt for a reason.
Yes, there we go. First belt of the night.
There's Matt giving the belt, another monster on the mats. And Dylan looking good, yeah. That armbar was slick.
All right, looks like we got Dylan's coach out here. One of the coaches.
We are going to be taking a brief intermission, guys.
We're going to give the black belts a few more minutes to recover a bit before the finals.
Seems like it. Maybe give us time to get a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Nah, probably not.
That'll be after this. We'll get a bigger intermission here in between the next event. So after this finals match, then I believe we have something around an hour until the super fight starts at 4. It looks like.
Oh, it is.
Please come support our jams. It supports the athletes you to train for Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you guys. Take care. Breathe intermission.
I'll hop out of my seat.
If you like chicken, there's a chicken food truck outside as well. But please feel
All right, we're going to welcome Fredo here to the commentating booth. Fredo's kind of the man behind Arte Suave, and I'm just going to have you talk right into this side, just so you.
All right.
There we go.
How's it going, everybody? It's gonna be like 5-10 minutes. The break. Yeah. 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. So amazing matches so far. What do you think?
Yeah, man. So funny thing, I was actually thinking about a couple of the matches beforehand. The team matches. That's what I was actually looking forward to, was the team matches. And the two guys that I had favorite. No offense to any of the other competitors. It's just who I personally thought was gonna win or be in the finals. I thought Anthony and Nicholas Pariah were going to be in the finals, and they both ended up losing. And again, no disrespect to the other two.
All 4 of these guys.
Oh my goodness.
Logan and I were talking. We're going to have to be watching out for all these kids.
Yes,
Like
that's. I don't know if you saw the post that I posted. I said this is the future of jiu-jitsu, and every time I post something, I mean it,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Yeah.
That is the future of jiu-jitsu. All 4 of those kids are absolutely outstanding.
We were talking about Anthony when they came up with his stand-up background, judo and wrestling. We're like, I'd be sitting down with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
His and Spencer's match was great. I mean, all the matches were great. Nicholas, we were saying about Nicholas, it was a quick match that Dylan caught him in that first round quick. But that's also because he's going out there and he's putting it on the line. He's wanting to move, engage. He's not playing the wait, patient, let's play conservative, which is amazing. That is what makes this sport and competition in this sport exciting. It also puts yourself a little bit at risk. But
Right. Yeah, I don't know if people watching saw Nicholas's first match. It was super exciting in the last months. He was on a last card, and it was amazing. It was an amazing match. And Anthony as well. Anthony had an amazing match against a really tough competitor down in Southern California from Checkmat, and they both had beautiful matches.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't go their way today, but Dylan's an awesome competitor. I was talking to some of them today, and I'm like, hey, how long have you been training for? Because I don't remember everybody's stuff, and they're all telling me like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and I'm like, that is amazing.
Jeez.
Like, that's how
Okay.
long it takes to get a black belt.
Right. Yeah. They're going to
And
be
you're-
eligible for black belts, like, and basically get them.
Yeah, fairly
potentially.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
So,
think about the black belt tournament so far? Anything surprised you so far?
A little bit, not too much. So Jeremiah was in our last event. He was in a no-gi match. Now he's doing this tournament. Awesome guy. Love that guy. He's got a great personality. Love talking to him. I reached out to him. We had a lot of people pull out for injury, for COVID, a bunch of different stuff. And I reached out to Jeremiah, and I'm like, hey, Jeremiah, I'm like, these guys are a little bit bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like, are you willing to take the match? And he's like, let me just find out if I got an MMA match, and if I don't, I'm down.
Dang.
And he did it, and look, he's in the finals.
I love
One
it.
of the smallest guys. So
He's game. I
Yeah.
love it. And all the matches have been great. I mean, super high level, technical jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
The Mike Cruz match, the last one. What a competitor, right? Just going after Fabricio the whole time.
yeah. So from what I understand, Mike Cruz just got his brown belt not too long ago.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why I just spoke to him, and luckily that one I kind of set up randomized,
Yeah.
the brackets, and I was actually kind of happy that the brown belts were matched first together with
with each other.
with
yeah.
Sunshine and Mike Cruz. That was a fun match to watch, and his match with Fabricio. Fabricio has looked amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, beautiful jiu-jitsu.
I'm excited for this finals match, and then I'm excited for the super fights coming up. So Logan and I have already talked about kind of like what we think our favorites are going to be, but I'm curious. Do you have 1, 2 top favorites, or
for the matches? Let me take a look at them.
the lists are here.
Where are we looking at?
So you have these
Somewhere.
two.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to Jennifer Rivera and Andrea Santos. So Jennifer Rivera is coming from New Mexico. She's probably, what time is it? She's probably just landing. Oh no, she landed probably about an hour ago. She was supposed to be here, land at 1 o'clock. And she's going up against Andrea Santos from Sabre Jiu-Jitsu. Really good school. Excellent school. That's going to be a nice match. Both of these
And what
women.
time did you say you think, or what time are they supposed to be on? They're scheduled to be on?
They're scheduled to be on at 6:41.
Okay.
Jennifer Rivera just probably landed about an hour ago. She's flying in from New Mexico to compete.
And I'm guessing, it's got to be no-gi because she's coming out from
She's from 10th Planet,
Yep.
New Mexico. Andrea's a local person.
Nice.
So for an exciting match, a guy that I'm actually looking forward to watch specifically, not a match, but the guy is Lucas Crawford. He's a really good purple belt.
Lucas.
Yeah, he's won like these, European IBJJF Euros and Pan Am's champ. He's from
Nice.
Black Sheep Jiu-Jitsu. Very, very tough guy. And this is his first time competing no-gi.
Oh, wow.
He's usually a gi guy.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
And then what's Jamie's background? He's fighting Jamie Carnal.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
so he's from Avila BJJ.
I love this. We had the fighters send in some information about themselves, and he noted that he was an undefeated white belt. I love it. I love it. I've had the chance to roll with Jamie. I think we both have.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
popped in.
Actually, I didn't get a chance to roll with
Oh,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he
Great.
was there. I saw him there. I wanted to roll with him, but I don't know what happened.
He's a tough guy. He is highly athletic. Just a really good. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, besides like the folks that I maybe don't don't know, haven't seen compete before, I don't know that there's a match on here that I'm not excited for. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, they're going to be all really good matches. I look them over and constantly look them over, and it's just.
you've been living and breathing this stuff.
Yeah. It's funny because I get so many names. We had like 268 people sign up for this event.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's I was told like, well, why do 2 events? Because we did 2 events in one day.
Yeah.
And it's mainly so I could, we could fill up the other this next card, and still have the tournaments. Because I love the tournament, like the super fight tournaments, because it's fun.
Well, and also, I mean, we've been starved for jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's starting to come back. We're starting to see some of the promotions kept going, but but it really feels like just recently we're starting to get televised jiu-jitsu again.
Yeah.
And so this is so great that you're doing this. And just so everybody knows, there's another event coming up on March 20th.
March
correct?
20th. Yeah, March 20th is the goal.
And are applications still open for that?
Yeah, so we had a ton of people apply for that one as well. So we're going to be looking through those after this event. We wanted to concentrate on this event, finish it, and then we're going to start. Yeah.
Do we have a few more minutes here?
With me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so where did we leave off?
The next event.
Oh, the next event, March 20th. Yeah, we're going to look at applications next week. We actually have some verbal agreements already for some matches.
Nice.
We're not going to announce those until everyone signs and, until we actually get actual confirmation.
Fair enough.
And then after that, we're looking at the end of April for another one.
So just at least for the short term, kind of just every 30 days-ish.
Yeah. So many people are starved for jiu-jitsu, just like you said.
Sorry, some kid just fell off a workout machine there.
Well, that's not safe.
They're durable.
Yeah, so every month.
Nice.
Every month's the plan. Yeah.
And also you're up on this card today.
Yeah. So we actually had a guy pull out. I don't know what's the reason why he pulled out. The Tyler's opponent. Why did Tyler's opponent pull out? All right, so doesn't matter. Tyler, there's a guy named Tyler Held. He's coming from Arizona. His opponent pulled out. I don't remember why he pulled out, but I offered myself. I wanted to compete, and I'm like, sure, I'll throw myself in there.
Yeah.
If he's okay with a certain weight, I'll compete at that weight, and that's it.
Nice. All right. Well, I don't want to cut you off, and I'm super excited for that match as well, of course. So you putting this together and still competing, that's amazing. But we have Fabricio back out on the mat. Fabricio Silva, again, from Costa Jiu-Jitsu. This is the finals of the black belt tournament. So this is going to be the last match on this pay-per-view stream, and then we're going to end for a bit until about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock is the next one, yeah.
And right now we're at... All right, so we'll get a good little break. And then, obviously, we got Jeremiah Fabiano coming to the mat as well to take on Fabricio Silva. There's going to be a little bit of a weight difference here, as Alfredo was mentioning.
What's that?
A little bit of a weight difference here, as Alfredo was mentioning, but
yeah.
I don't think that's going to come into play for either of these guys. Fabricio's not going to lose any respect for that, and Jeremiah's not going to be concerned.
Yeah, I like Jeremiah's style. It's like his last match with Esteban was like super scrappy. It was grinding.
And that was the main event of the last Arte Suave event.
Yeah, that was the main event. Yeah.
So for any of those folks here listening to the stream, watching the stream, you can go back and watch that. You can still purchase that stream and watch the old one. Okay. Yeah. There was a whole bunch, something around 30 matches of really, really good high-level jiu-jitsu and a little bit of wrestling mixed in.
Yes. We're actually having a wrestling match also later on. We got a really high-level decorated wrestler. I'm super excited for that one too.
Here we go. All right, so we got Master Chad reffing again.
All right, Master Chad.
And slap bump, and here we go. So immediately Fabricio looking for that top collar grip. And pulls guard. Almost gets to the sweep.
One of my favorite things is you've probably seen it, grip game. Love the grips.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we've been talking about. Look at that flying triangle.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, and fairly successful. Right into it. Wow.
Can't let him get underneath him.
Nice.
Oh, he got out. Wow.
Just a great display of jiu-jitsu right there. And Jeremiah's not having any of it. He's like, we're getting right back into this. I'm going to pull my half guard, get that top grip on the belt. If he still has that, he might have let that go. He's playing kind of that low Z guard game. And Fabricio's just looking to pass, just pressure, get his hips over that knee. We got Jeremiah's coach just right there. Just you can see him here on the screen. Well, in that last view, you could see him. He's about 6 feet away from Jeremiah, just talking him through, calmly talking him through.
Yeah. So he's trying to control his shoulders.
Yeah, so it looks like, yep, there it is. Okay, so Fabricio was looking for that knee slice right through, but Jeremiah was privy to it and just got right back up. All right, so we're back to the grip fighting game a little bit.
Stood back up.
And Jeremiah always looking. It looks like he's looking to roll. He threw a couple attempts earlier.
Well, Jeremiah has some pretty good wrestling. If you guys don't know him personally, he's an MMA fighter, so he's pretty well rounded.
By definition, right?
Yeah. I like to see
martial arts.
I like to see the MMA fighters that love rolling in the gi, and Jeremiah is actually one of them. He loves rolling in the gi.
Got that attempt on the single, which Mike Cruz was actually trying against Fabricio quite a few times. Had a little bit of luck getting a hold of it. Wasn't able to capitalize on any takedowns, or I don't think there was any takedowns as a result. But okay, he rolls underneath. Interesting. Kind of goes into a little bit of a risky position here, but I get the feeling he's not too worried about it. Fabricio is just so technical. I mean, his matches are...
Yeah.
Not concerned, deadpan. I love that style of that disposition coming into jiu-jitsu. Just confidence, and it shows. Maybe Jeremiah trying to get into a little bit of like a deep half position if he can extend the leg. Not gonna have success there. So Fabricio gonna get a far side collar grip potentially, and then maybe go for the back. And he just wants to get out.
Back to the feet.
Just relentless here from Jeremiah. Gotta fix that mullet. Nice sweep. Nice foot sweep there.
We can tell Fabricio has got some judo background.
Yeah, he landed a nice takedown in his first match too with that. A nice trip. All right, so Jeremiah's going to try to establish sleeve grips, probably go to spider guard potentially, but he might be playing a little defense for a minute. Looks like Toriano pass attempt, but Jeremiah keeps that ankle.
Yeah, he does.
Man.
That's the benefit of the gi and grips. It'll keep a little bit more control.
Jeremiah representing Crispin BJJ, as you can see on his gi top there.
Slow Toriano.
I like that. Just top pressure, pass,
Yeah.
slow control. 5 minutes remaining.
Now he gets the pass.
He's going to... I wonder if he's going to try to isolate an arm for a Kimura. Potentially transit. Nope. All right. Jeremiah's... I mean, these guys are so high level that you're really thinking a few steps ahead. So Jeremiah's turtled up here.
Yeah. He's looking to get that shoulder control.
Let's see how... Yeah. Okay. Well, that's one way to open up the turtle. Got that kind of knee on side, knee on belly. He's probably going to slide it across to a traditional mount potentially, or... He's been looking for those cross-collar chokes, that position there, a lot tonight than Fabricio.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of gi players getting those deep grips, collar grips for control, and just a threat.
All right, so he's in that kind of that side ride,
Almost
side control. Goes for the step over. He might be looking for a Kimura here. I don't know what his... I can't see his other
reverse
side.
triangle.
It's good control position momentarily, but yeah, without having a hold of the arm, Jeremiah's just going to wiggle out of there. This is what you might call bully jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, make the other guy work and
Yeah.
ease up his energy,
Just knee on side, knee on belly.
which could be a strategy, going into overtime.
That's where the size and weight difference may come into play a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremiah, look at Jeremiah trying to get into an Ashi position here, single leg X.
He's got a heel hook.
Let's see if he's got to get the weight off of that leg though in order to. He's got to get some. He's got to elevate Fabricio in order to get to it. There's a lot of. I mean, this opens up a lot here. So we'll see if he's going to figure for his legs. What's he going to do here? Yep. Try. And okay. I can't see. All right, everything's too shallow here to finish anything at the moment. The knees are cleared.
Yeah.
Again, production team doing a great job, making sure you guys are getting the best experience possible.
Give these gentlemen a round of applause.
Looks like they're resetting their position.
Yep, always a tricky situation to reset. Luckily, they weren't in too dynamic of a position
Yeah.
because you can't reset momentum.
No.
That's
no.
the one.
Yeah. Always find it unfortunate when you lose a good position, when you get repositioned.
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining.
Looks
2
like we
minutes
got-
left.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. Man, looks like Fabricio's got a really good double sleeve going on. Foot on the hip, creating some separation. Now he's
Back to that
just
single. Just always hunting that single. It's interesting. Okay, Jeremiah's going for that kind of that worm guard, lapel guard. Yeah, lapel.
I think he's hunting for a heel. He's trying to get that.
Okay, so he's got. Oh wow, he's really just
He's
selling out on the heel right now.
He's hunting for the heel.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to get Fabricio off balance a bit here, in order to.
A little bit of a reverse Della Worm going on here. I know we had a Legion guy earlier.
1 minute remaining.
This is such a
Probably about 45 seconds left.
yeah. Such a grinding little match going on here.
Yep. So
I'm
he's trying.
enjoying
There
it.
it is. He got
That-
him off balance, but now he's got the heels tucked under him. So this is a tricky position because he's gonna have to. Jeremiah would have to turn back to his right to get expose the heel, just to get the grip, then kind of come back to the left.
And Fabricio's doing a good job controlling his sleeve, not allowing him to get his hands together.
Again,
heel hook.
the tricky part about allowing heel hooks in the gi because there's a lot more friction, but there's also a lot more defensive grips.
Right. Actually, I got a ton of messages saying, "Oh, well, you're gonna have a lot of people leaving on crutches." I'm like, well,
We'll find out.
not at brown and black. If you're grabbing grips as you see Fabricio doing, and did a great job defending the heel hook.
He did.
Now we're going in overtime.
Move it to overtime.
No change in the rules for this one, right?
No, I'm keeping
Sorry, for
all the matches.
for the black belt. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for all the matches, every single match, the overtime is going to be the same. I know last event we had a little bit of a switch up on the championship match. I wanted to try something out. There's so many rule sets. I wanted to try something new, but I feel like this is the best rule set for the most overall.
We've gotten a lot of good feedback. Just people have reached out to me, even just saying how much they enjoy the rule set, just specifically without even prompting them. And earlier, Logan and I were talking that you have to have a winner in a tournament setting. You can't have draws.
Yeah.
And so it's about finding the right mix of overtime rules to find who the better jiu-jitsu player was on that day.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of came up with this. I've done EBI in the gi, and there's people that stall and count on ride time. I personally want to see submissions.
Yep.
So that's why the rule set that we made only the submissions matter, and if you get a quicker submission, then you win. And then just one round of EBI is already long in itself, and 3 is to me a little bit too much. That's why we went ahead and for the next round go to the golden rule, and you got to be well-rounded.
And EBI early on, I think before people kind of figured out the best strategy for EBI overtime rules, it did achieve that, and I think it is still a really good rule set. Obviously, it's interesting that EBI overtime rules is a name for something that doesn't really exist. There is no more EBI. Right. There's CJJ, but they've abandoned EBI. So but it's stuck. But yeah, I like this mix. I like the mix that you put together.
I feel it's really determines who's the most well-rounded. No.
So Jeremiah just sticking to that back. I think we're going to run out of time here pretty quick. He's got to start looking for a submission here. He was looking a little bit for the bow and arrow. Now I'm guessing he's can't quite see, but he's probably trying to get an arm under the chin there.
I can't quite see. He's pretty high on the back.
Could be looking for an arm bar, trying to isolate. Maybe that's going to be tricky in 15 seconds to get all the way around, but. And that's time. All right.
Oh. It's a great first round of overtime. Oh, the arm.
Okay, going for spiderweb position, and it's going to punch up, grab his own lapel. So he's going to disregard the leg. I believe the last guy that went to spiderweb on Jeremiah went the other way. Now he's going to go right for that crush. Ooh. That's tricky.
Bicep slicer.
He's got to get that leg across Jeremiah's face in order to have some momentum there. Okay, so he might be going belly down. This looks, from my angle, I don't know what's going on with the arm, but it looks like it might be. All right, Fabricio playing patient. It looks like he's getting some extension here. Jeremiah's starting to stand up a little bit. He might be trying to get his arm out, and I think he got the tap there. I can't quite tell from my angle. Let's see. I couldn't quite see from this angle, but I do think that Fabricio was able to get the tap in that.
Wow. This was a really good match. Yes. I enjoyed this. Let's see. He's got to stay to get belted. One of our sponsors, Mandrill Fightwear, for this particular tournament, he's going to go ahead and go belt him. The last team tournament was Axiom Genesis. They provide recovery supplements for rehydration.
Nice, yeah. All right. Fabricio Silva, your winner of the black belt tournament.
Wow,
good job. Good job, all
guy.
the competitors today.
Man.
Yeah. So now we have a little bit of a break. We have about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes till the next event starts. So if you haven't bought both pay-per-views, you'll want to get those going. Maybe take a little lunch break. And
take a lunch break, go eat, go use the restroom, whatever you need to do.
Whatever you need to do.
Yeah, we're going to give our guys a rest.